Spain in the 1600s by me. Charles V was the Habsburg king since 1516. He inherited Spain, Spain's American colonies, parts of Italy, Austria, and the Netherlands. He was also elected as the Holy Roman Emperor and ruled much of Germany. Charles was a Catholic, so he fought Muslims and avoided Lutherans. In 1555, he signed the Peace of Augsburg, in which German princes could choose their religion for their empire. A year later, he divided his empire to retire and become a monk. He gave his brother Ferdinand Austria and the Holy Roman Empire. His son Philip II received Spain, Spanish Netherlands, and Spain's American colonies. This is Charles V. Spain's empire. Philip II's empire was all around the world. It started out with Spain, Netherlands, and Spanish American colonies, but expanded to Africa, India, the East Indies, and the Portuguese kingdom. The blue is the Portuguese kingdom, and the red is the Spanish empire. This is Philip II. This is a map of Spain, and the capital is Madrid. Spain was rich. This is because of the mine in America. It mined a total of 339,000 pounds of gold and 16,000 tons of silver bullion. The king took about a fifth of any treasure, including the mines, as his royal share, which let him support an army of 50,000 soldiers for Spain. This is Philip III, Philip IV, and King Charles II. His name was also Carlos II of Spain. Charles ruled Spain from 1665 to 1700. He was the last Habsburg king. The king was physically and mentally disabled. His tongue was so big that he couldn't speak, and he couldn't even walk properly his entire life. After Charles died in 1700, Spain got involved in the War of Spanish Succession, which ended with Philip V becoming King of Spain, but leaving the French throne. This is King Charles II. The coat of armor is what the soldiers put on their armor in the most of 1600s. Life in Spain. This was both difficult and easy. It was easy for the kings, because they didn't have to pay taxes, and the mines would provide them with the money. On the other hand, the lower classes had it rough because they had to pay taxes. The tax is what caused Spain to not have a middle class. Spain's appetite. The Spanish ate a variety of fish, potatoes, cashews, peanuts, almonds, beans, tomatoes, squid, apples, and even other fruits. They mostly drank wine and water. Fish, fruits and nuts, potatoes and tomatoes, and wine. Tulips. They were bought from Turkey in 1550. People went crazy for them by spending all their savings on tulip buds. Others got bank loans and even traded valuables for the flower. One Spaniard even traded his house for a couple of tulips. Even now, tulips are one of the biggest exports of the Netherlands. This is the base of their economy, tulips. Cervantes and Don Quixote. Don Quixote is a poor middle-aged man from La Mancha in central Spain. He was obsessed with the chivalry because he read too many books on it. He set out to help the weak and destroy evil. He gets help from Sancho, who is Don's squire. In return, Sancho will become the governor of a small island. On his horse, Rocinante, he searches for glory and adventure. He gives up food, shelter, and comfort for a woman named Dulcinea, whom he thinks is a princess. This book is a novel by Miguel de Cervantes, and was considered the birth of modern European novels when written back in 1605. Miguel de Cervantes. And this is Don Quixote. El Greco. Spain's wealth allowed nobles and monarchs to purchase paintings. There were two important artists. The first one was El Greco. He was born in Crete, and his real name was Dominicos Theotokopoulos. El Greco was a nickname which means the Greek. He painted saints and martyrs, and was famous for using rich colors. This is a self-portrait of El Greco. And this is a famous painting of him, and it's called The Burial of Count Orgaz. Diego Velázquez. Another artist was Diego Velázquez. He painted during the 1650s. He was a court painter for Philip IV. He's known for portraits of royal families and scenes of court life. He also used rich colors like El Greco. This is Diego Velázquez, and this is a court painting. Absolutism. The kings wanted to be absolute monarchs like Philip II. This means that they wanted all power inside their state. They also believed in divine right, which means that God created monarchs and they acted as God's representative on earth. Monarchs became powerful. This was because of the decline of feudalism, the rise of cities, the growth of national kingdoms, the middle class wanted a peaceful business, and the church broke down. The end. Thanks.